You're welcome back to the gavel. Before the National Assembly went on a 2-week recess, members of the House of Representatives Committee on Youth Development were at a retreat in Lagos organized by YIAGA Africa to look at the young people in governance and issues dealing with youth development.
Last weekend, the House of Representatives Committee on Youth Development was at a retreat in Lagos State organized by YIAGA Africa to look at young people in governance. One of the lawmakers raised a point on the challenge they face in dealing with youths who are rather more interested in being handed a fish than learning to fish.
I was a member of the Delta State House of Assembly, and we had, just like he said, what we call the skill acquisition centers in Delta State. Go there today, they are all, none is working because nobody wants to go there. The quickest way, if you tell them to go there, they say, why didn't you go there? Who won't let work? Everybody wants money. Where will the money come from? Now, as a legislator here at the federal level, I created what I call the IREP form. The essence of the IREP form is, you tell me what you want to do, not about money, not car. Tell me, this is what I want to be, and I'll struggle to give you the funding, pay whoever is going to train you so that you have the handwork, because that is what is sustainable. If I give you money today, you come back the next day, I bet you I'll tell my security man that will put the gate for him, because you can't continue to collect from me every day. But these people are not ready for it. If you look at the form, if I had known I'm going to attend this, I'll bring the forms here so that you see sample. Everybody wants Toyota Camry, some even want Lexus Jeep. The only one that will say, oh, I want to do something, is give you a bill of about 1.5 to 2 million naira to start a business. Just only one person. How can that continue? So, because the era of, we should de-emphasize certificates and go to certificates. It's time for people to know what they are doing and de-emphasize paper qualification. You should know, I can do this, I have this handwork, and people will go and support you. In the course of it, there are some few persons, women, I must salute them in my constituency. They are the only people that are coming, oh, I want to do this. They're not asking for much. They're asking for 100,000, some are even asking for 20,000. And you give them and they go out there, they are making me proud.
The chairman of the committee condemned the budgetary allocation to youth development and the lack of cooperation that lawmakers face from MDAs during their oversight functions.
If we now say, oh, we want to go to humanitarian ministry, we want to go and oversight them. You know, when you do oversight, you cannot even get the truth of any matter. If the committee on youth development goes to the Ministry of Youth and Sport Development, for example, and say we want to do oversight, there will be some fear. The minister will line up the permanent secretaries and all the other directors, assistant directors, deputy directors. They will introduce them to us, we introduce ourselves, we will handshake. Then they will just prepare a paper. Oh, this is how we have been. Oh, we have done this, we have done that. So, and that's the end of it, and we go. That's not oversight. But when you now start asking questions based on the audited report of the ministry, will they cooperate? Is there anybody telling them to cooperate? Is there any means of even compelling them to cooperate? There's none. Now, if you go to NYSC now and say, oh, we want to go to the Ministry of Education and to the University Commission and know how many graduates we are shining out every year, so that NYSC will not just come and tell us 300,000 graduates, they are mobilizing them. And then at the end of the day, you just find out it is less than that. And then you have already appropriated for 300,000. And then at the end of, and it is only 250,000. What happens to the 50,000? Will they return the money back to the coffers? But nobody is telling them to cooperate.
One of the facilitators of the retreat thinks there should be an amendment to the Not Too Young to Run Act passed by the 8th Assembly.
In the 8th Assembly, the National Assembly passed the Not Too Young to Run law. There are gaps in that law. This 9th Assembly can improve on the Not Too Young to Run law, and specifically amend the age for running for office for the Senate and for the House of Reps, and lowering the age. But beyond the age is also the cost of politics. And with the ongoing electoral reforms and constitutional reforms, this 9th National Assembly should make further amendments to the Constitution and Electoral law to limit campaign expenditure. Because what we saw in the 2019 elections, where parties imposed exorbitant fees, which made it very difficult for young people and women to participate in the process. There are also other issues like the budget and the appropriation itself. If you look at the 2020 budget, particularly the budget for the Ministry of Youth and Sport, the larger chunk of that budget goes to sport. And if you look at the youth development budget, 90% of the budget goes to NYSC. And NYSC only caters to just about 3 or 4% of the entire youth population. And so conceptually, there is a gap.
The committee, while in Lagos, seized the opportunity to meet with the Lagos state government and was hosted by the deputy governor. The lawmakers called for improvement for core members in the state and specifically charged the Lagos state government on the need for a permanent orientation camp in the state.
As we all know that the scheme is almost the only veritable scheme in Nigeria today that brings all Nigerians together, especially the youth. And it means that we cannot take it with levity. In the Southwest, we have 6 states. It is pertinent to note that it's only Lagos State that we don't have a permanent orientation camp for the NYSC. My deputy governor, I think the state government must expedite action in putting in place a very befitting orientation camp for our core members in Lagos State. Secondly, we recommend and we think that Lagos, as the bastion of population, especially commercial population in Nigeria, definitely it will attract a lot of core members wishing to serve their fatherland in Lagos. And so we believe that the Lagos state government can put up a corpus lodge which can accommodate stranded core members whenever they come to Lagos state to serve their fatherland.
In his response, the deputy governor promised improvements.
In Lagos, I think we have about 3,000 or so of them, but it keeps changing, so it's difficult to know the number precisely. And like you said, we've said it clearly, no agency of government must reject NYSC. And the ones that are in the interlands, so we give them allowances higher than those within the city, because we also know those are the challenges that we have. So, but we take your recommendations. There are things that we can always do better, so we will do that. And I think I like the industrial tents during that. Hopefully it's something that, because the soldier will tell us that they must be in the sun. Because I remember I served in the then Gongola state, and I remember he became a governor, and he will tell us, you must be in that sun. I don't know whether it's, but you know, fortunately we didn't die, so we are okay. We are okay. So, but we look at it, and if it's something that they want us to do that is in conformity with NYSC rules, I think it's something we should do. And then the same thing for buses for NYSC, for it's something that we have to look at. Because of the number, I don't know how that will work and how we'll get it done. But it's something, the Honorable Commissioner for Special Duty is there. His ministry works with NYSC a lot, so it's something that for him to take down, so that it's something we can take a look at and see if it's something that we can do.
Afterwards, the lawmakers visited the Lagos State NYSC camp before it was shut down due to the coronavirus pandemic. The core members were in high spirits.
Now this is where we call it a day on this week's edition of The Gavel. If you have any views on any of the issues discussed, please email us on thegavel@channelstv.com. Thank you for staying with us, and see you again next week.